Alright. The stream's in a bit, so I'm just gonna hang out and do stuff first. I am going to... Oh, holy shit. I'm not kept out on resin. Nice.
Add Astro.
You're gonna be watching the... the stream... update stream later. In the meanwhile... running around doing dailies first. I will probably leave a timestamp in the description afterwards. I guess I just spent a whole bunch on Gilded. Actually, I might need a couple more Heroes wits. You got about another 15 minutes.
Shine down. Hey, the Temple of Wisdom.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Everyone hold hands.
I'm gonna need so many books for all these new characters.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
No. No.
Here's the gun. Hey.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Nice. I'm getting a decent amount of healing from Dory. I think she's kind of leveled enough until I get a eventual, hopefully, Cookie Shinobu. Oh wait, I could get one right now. Nope. Dude, how far into a character pity am I? Oh, I just got Fair Lens. I should probably level up a second Fair Lens. Let's see how it goes after the live stream.
There is no escape.
Everyone hold hands. Yeah, I see
quietly now.
Hey! Yeah, committed to memory.
Committed it to memory. It's an interesting thing for her to say. I'm gonna need a lot of books. It's like 100 something from 80 to 90. It's like 150 plus books. Damn.
Shine down.
Especially with all these new Dendro characters working on like transformative reactions, I actually need the character levels. Or rather, the jump in damage from character levels is actually massive.
Everyone hold hands.
Bum, bum, bum. Another 10 more minutes. Just keeping track.
There is no escape.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Driver Nahida is so good. I suppose, yeah, I can't tell if it's my monitor settings or it's just like the bloom from Genshin, but daytime Sumeru is so jarring. Anyways. Trying to call, see if anyone wants to hang out. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I have some condensed saved to gather some talent books tomorrow. Yeah, how many more days on this banner do I have left? There's still another 11 days. 11 days. Balance bargains. It'll reset in a bit. Man, I need to download all the Genshin OSTs to my phone. Hi, Piggy. Yeah, in like 5 minutes, I think I switch over to the stream. Or at least set up the window capture properly. Oh. I've got my tea. Here we go. I'm ready. Zoom. 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 Got it. Nice. I always can't tell which one is the one that's like outside. Okay, the bottom one is the one that's outside.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required. Good.
Alright then.
Shine down!
Happy little kids! The Temple of Wisdom!
No! Things are about to get dicey.
Let's sweeten the tea!
How much am I getting per tick? I'm getting 5,000 healing per tick. That ain't bad. Is it pure HP scaling? I know this one is like jackal for damage, which is why I haven't leveled it up. Hmm. It's just meant to battery her up. Where is the last commission? Am I blind? Oh, there it is.
Take it easy.
Oh, this guy. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Testing my Genshin knowledge. I think I've answered this one before. Is a Murta? Oh, these are easy questions. Alright. Commission done. Spend the rest of my resin later. Just in time.
Ad Astra Abbot. Thank you for
Yes, please give me more Dendro stuff. Although with Nahida, I kinda don't need any other Dendro character for a long while, huh? Right. Next. Let me alt tab. Oh. Okay. Something weird happened. And the makes me game. Close that. Ba-ba-da-ba. Page is being weirdly unresponsive. I don't know. Chrome is being weird. Alright, I'll load it on my... Whoa, what's this in this? Whoa. Okay. What? No, my Discord is lagging as well? Dude, my computer's actually dying. Let me force close my Discord, restart it. Go to my this.
Discord.
There we go. Window capture. Properties. Give me Firefox. Bam. Bam? Nice. Okay, my Discord's working again. There's something in my Discord crashed earlier. I'll leave Twitch chat on. Why not? A minute. What's Envy doing? Just keep refreshing. Oh, I need to change my overlay. Oof. Oh well. There we go, there we go. Oh, freaking ad. Just as it went live. I'll leave it muted first.
Figured out all the plans for the event. Of course, I can tell you all the details. We're practically family. I'm Max Middleman, and this is the Genshin Impact version 3.3 special program. Let's roll the version 3.3 trailer.
Woo! Wait,
A friendly
what?
word of advice. Test of courage events tend to give rise to a variety of strange rumors and stories. So please, be sure to exercise caution.
What the heck?
How was that? Were you scared?
Wait. Spooky event?
So, is there really a ghost around here? Why does Paimon have a feeling that it's staring right at us?
We're actually getting a scary event in Genshin. It's kind of cool.
Talking to me.
Monka? Wait, what?
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
From this day forth,
Oh.
Balladeer and Kabuki Mono will cease to exist.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
Dottore. Dottore! In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Ooh, the music.
Squall and Fury! You dare to gaze upon me?
Is it burst animation? Barzan?
Dare to mess with me?
Ooh. Same vibes as Yalan.
Bird rat.
Wait, yeah. Wait, really similar vibes to Yalan. Wait, what?
Scaramouche. The mere fact of your utility does not make you indestructible.
Wait, what? All senses clear, all resistance void. We already got kind of like been theorizing. Whoa. Wait, what's that? Is that him falling? Whoa. Dude, the music's kinda sick. Can't wait to see their character teasers and collected miscellanies.
And welcome to the Genshin Impact version 3.3 special program. I'm your host, Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of Lumine in Genshin Impact. And today I'm joined by...
Max, the one and only middleman, voice of the one and only Arataki Ito.
And I'm Patrick Pedraza, voice of the Wanderer. But up until now, travelers have only known me as Scaramouche, and everyone's been battling me in the game lately.
Yeah, that's true. But to be fair, it's a really cool fight.
It's a really cool fight.
Yeah,
So when was the last time you got Lumine in an update?
I'm super
It's been
excited
so
to
long.
have the chance to share some upcoming content with everyone. What did you all think about that trailer?
Okay, so I definitely saw Irminsul in there, and I am really excited to find out more about it.
Yeah, that trailer had everything. It had everything. It had action. It had drama. It was lighthearted in places, but it was dramatic.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just super stoked for everyone to see Scaramouche's, backstory. I'm super excited about it, for reals.
Heck yeah.
Well, speaking of that, following the story's development, Scaramouche is still in Nahida's custody. So I bet the question everyone's wanting to know is how he'll become the Wanderer.
Yeah, for sure. And there's quite a story behind that. If you're interested, then be sure to play through the Archon Quest interlude chapter, Inversion of Genesis. There's so much to learn in this quest, so I hope everyone checks it out.
Oh, come on, man. You can't just leave everyone hanging like that. How about some hints? Come on, please. Please.
All right. How can I say no to a cute chibi Ito?
You can't.
Here's a little preview from the quest.
Oh? Whoa.
We ran into two
looks like
people at the academia today
Mona,
talking about
the
an
Mona
essay.
event.
Turns out their topic was about the Tatarasuna incident. From what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
Well,
Looks like
they guessed right about one thing.
lines on a circuit board.
Tatarasuna was sabotaged.
What? Oh no, this is gonna send the law theories into overdrive.
Wait, why are they talking about Tatarasuna?
I guess we'll have to see. It is interesting, though, to see the Traveler, Nahida, and Scaramouche all together so peacefully like that.
Yeah, but in this interlude chapter, Nahida will task the Traveler and Paimon with keeping an eye on Scaramouche while we go with him into Irminsul in search of some information.
Oh, interesting. So obviously Nahida must have some reason for deciding to keep Scaramouche around.
Oh yeah, totally. And I'm liking Scaramouche's new style. Ooh, dude's looking sharp.
Heck yeah, always.
Maybe he has knowledge that isn't recorded
And
into
at this
Irminsul
point,
yet?
he's known by a completely different name, the Wanderer. I love that name.
Okay, so I know I'm not the only one who's curious about what happened. I mean, it looks
Scaramouche
like
has
they've
like
really
5
changed
different
a
names
lot.
now.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm afraid that's all we can show for now. Travelers will have to experience the story for themselves in-game. I mean, it's better to explore the storyline without too many spoilers, right?
True.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, we'll leave the rest for travelers to discover themselves. But the Wanderer is also going to be a new playable character in version 3.3, so let's talk about that. I'm sure
A
many
mountain
of our viewers are
ascetic?
curious about his
It's a
talent.
mountain
Heck yeah,
aesthetic.
sure thing.
Aesthetic?
Let's have a look at the Wanderer in combat.
Oh?
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
All right, Patrick, you're up.
Oh
Help
no.
introduce the Wanderer for us.
Sure thing. The Wanderer is a catalyst user
I can't believe
and
he
has an
actually
animal
did the
vision,
thing.
so he uses wind blades to perform ranged normal attacks.
Wait a second, wind blades?
Not the same as the Traveler's wind blade, though.
Okay.
So, as everyone probably already noticed, the Wanderer can hover in the air when he casts
a
his
sec.
elemental
Hold
skill.
on.
Upon using his elemental skill, he will first deal AoE damage
literally
before
hovering like
leaping
the
into
Raiden-
the air
the Raiden
and
Shogun.
entering a hovering state. So while hovering, the Wanderer's
Whoa,
normal and
dude.
charge attacks
I need
will
all
be
the movement
converted into
characters I can
Kugo,
get in this
Fushudan,
game.
and Kugu Tofukai respectively. The damage they deal and their AoE will be increased. Their damage will be considered normal and charge attack damage, respectively. Also, Kugu Tofukai will not consume stamina, and he can remain hovering for a certain duration.
That's so awesome. He can fly.
I know, right? But
that's like me
he
pairing him
can't stay
Fielan.
hovering forever. While hovering, the Wanderer constantly consumes Kuguryoku points to maintain his
he
hovering
freeze
state,
Yelan?
which is the blue meter you see on the screen.
Oh,
Even if he doesn't
he's
move
Farah.
or attack, hovering will still consume Kuguryoku points.
Okay.
So this mechanic works a little differently than our typical stamina meter. There are many possible actions the Wanderer can perform while hovering in the
Hello?
air,
Hey.
which all rely on Kuguryoku points rather than stamina. So, for example, sprinting mid-air will consume additional Kuguryoku points to accelerate mid-air. And holding the sprint button will cause persistent point
Oh god, I hope this doesn't kill my
consumption to
computer.
maintain speed. So this effect will replace his default sprint. Jumping expends extra Kuguryoku points.
You
to
came just in
increase
time for them to
hovering height.
show.
Holding jump will cause persistent Kuguryoku point consumption to keep increasing
Playing
hovering
Farah.
height. Of course, running out of points will end his hovering
Literally,
state.
it's like a little bar there.
Oh, okay. So travelers will need to plan their actions while hovering.
Exactly. So, with his talent, Jade Claim Flower, when casting his elemental skill,
Better animal
if it
DPS than Xiao?
contacts Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro,
No
that
downtime?
instance of the skill will receive a corresponding buff effect depending
they're
on
probably
which
still
element
downtime.
was contacted. So, for example, increasing his Kuguryoku points cap, attack, crit rate, or restoring a set amount of energy upon hitting opponents with a normal or charged attack. the Wanderer can have up to 2 different kinds of these buffs.
Oh god, it was complicated. That's good.
Ooh.
Oh, look, check that out. Part of the halo behind him changes color depending on the buffs you get. So travelers will be able to easily understand what effects the Wanderer currently has.
I like that. It's helpful and still looks really cool.
Yeah.
So after unlocking another talent, Gales of Reverie, when the Wanderer is in the hovering state, if his normal or charged attack hits an enemy, there is a set
gonna be
chance to
running
gain another buff effect,
Pomo
allowing him
freeze
to sprint
Scaramouche
midair
teams.
without consuming Kuguryoku points. Additionally, this buff effect will fire wind arrows to attack the enemy.
Ooh.
Oh, dope. I'm sure extra buff effects like that will go a long way for players when they're in combat.
Yeah, for sure. And if you've noticed, there is a colorful aura of light around his body to indicate when that buff effect is triggered.
I saw that.
That's pretty cool. I love all the detail they've put into the Wanderer.
Alright, this brings us to the Wanderer's Elemental Burst.
Sweet.
Yay!
5 ceremonial
check this out.
plays. What?
Upon unleashing his burst, he compresses the atmosphere and stomps it down toward the
I
enemy.
felt bad for that.
So
bro.
travelers should note that if the
no.
Wanderer is in a hovering
gets to
state
step
when
on
he unleashes
people,
his burst,
even though
then
it's
the
like
hovering
fight too.
state will end and he will begin descending after the burst is completed.
Okay, this stomping
Dude,
animation
Harry
is
saw
a
that, right? He
little
said it to me.
aggressive.
Yeah,
I'm
but it's
down
cool.
for that.
I know, and it actually
It should have
suits his
been
character.
me.
Yeah,
Not
I
him.
don't agree.
So he
Wait,
actually did the
Let's not forget about
anime
the exploration
pulling
talent.
eye,
Ah, yes.
tongue sticking
This
out.
is an interesting one. The Wanderer can
what?
decrease the mora required when ascending bows and
Tulay tula?
catalysts.
Hey now, you can never complain about saving Mora. Am I right?
Okay,
Huh?
that's
The damage
true.
catalyst.
All right, now that we've seen the Wanderer, let's move on to the
I'm just
next
gonna use Lost
new
Spray on him
character.
anyway.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yay!
Actually, bow catalyst.
What did you say?
It's the same as
I'm old
Raiden.
now, so every other phrase escapes my ears. Try calling me Madam Farozan, and I'll see if I can pick that up.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh, idol animation
what is it that
is
you would like to learn more about?
the Genshin
Different forms of
3.0
pressure-based
Archon
puzzle
Quest.
mechanisms? The base layer design of elemental monuments? Huh. Wait. Did you forget to call me Madam Farozan just now when you asked your question? Whoa! What? There's nothing wrong with being afraid of thunder, even at an older age.
Oh, she sounds
gosh.
sassy.
I know.
Yeah, and smart too.
She seems so awesome.
She's fun.
100 years
I
ago.
wonder what her skirt's made
I know, her design is so cool and really detailed. I love it.
So even though she looks super young, she's actually an old person? Like, where's my teeth?
Well, she's not that old.
Oh,
That
right.
could've fooled me.
Farazan's age is probably still nothing compared to Scaramouche.
Mm-hmm. But let's call him the Wanderer, Sarah. Please.
Okay, you know who I meant. Actually, now that I think about it, yokai can also live a really long time too.
That's right, yeah, no, and speaking of age, isn't the traveler's age also kind of mysterious?
Mm-hmm, that's true. It looks like all of our characters are intriguing. But it's safe to say that
Except Ito.
Farazan is way older than most people in Tibet. Farazan works in the Academia's Haravatat Darshan and has been a hairbod, which roughly means mentor, for over a century.
The
So I bet
Haravatat
everyone out there is
means
wondering if
she
she's also
works
some kind of
with a
creature
harem.
blessed with long life, you know? Like Klee?
No, she's actually just your regular, typical human being.
Oh.
Well, maybe not so typical.
Hmm.
About 100 years ago, Faruzan was an undisputed genius, traveling all around Sumeru and solving many puzzles and mysteries. The notes she left behind eventually became the basis of mechanical research for later generations.
Whoa, she sounds pretty amazing.
But later, she accidentally stumbled into some ruins while trying to solve a puzzle. There, she encountered some strange phenomenon which stopped her from aging, and was trapped there for nearly 100 years.
Woo!
She eventually solved the puzzle and was able to finally return to Sumeru.
Can you imagine being trapped in a puzzle for 100 years?
Mm-mm.
Wait. So that's how she's been a hairbod for over a century.
Yeah. And even now, she still has the pride of a scholar in her heart and is a very talented person. It's just that after being separated from the world for so
got
long,
stuck in the
she's
puzzle
kind of
domain.
fallen behind the times now.
Oh, hey, I get what you mean. She she was once a proud researcher in a niche field that has become unpopular after 100 years. So, is she still completely dedicated to her field?
Yep, and she often tries using her old age as a means of drumming up support for her ideas. However, I think she'd prefer to be complained about for using her seniority rather than garnering sympathy for her experience of being trapped in the ruins.
Yeah, sounds like she's quite the character.
I know, right? Okay, so now that we've covered her backstory, why don't we take a look at Faruzan's abilities in combat?
Let's do it.
Fight, 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 fight.
100 years have passed.
Bow character?
Yet there hasn't been any change to those dumb rules at the academia.
I still don't have a string list. It's been 2 years.
With me. Have fun with this gift.
It's burst.
I love all the geometric shapes when she's playing. Did you guys see that?
Yes, there's so much geometry. And I took geometry.
It looks so cool.
Ah, yeah.
So Faruzan is an animo character, and she wields a bow as her weapon. Her normal attacks are the usual bow attacks you'd expect from a bow user, so there's not too much to say about that. But her skills are where things get interesting. Her elemental skill deploys a polyhedron that deals damage to enemies. After using her skill, her next aimed shot will become a special attack that creates a vortex, pulling nearby objects and opponents in.
Nice, so she can clump enemies together.
And there's also another thing about her special charged attack. It will create a vortex effect at its point of impact. And if the attack hits an enemy or ally member, it'll apply a mark and create a vortex after a short delay.
Okay. So it looks like there'll be a lot of potential uses for this attack. Travelers will have to experiment with it and see what they come up with.
Yeah, I think it'd be amazing to try hitting teammates with the arrow in co-op mode and have them charge into the enemies to group them all together.
Wait, what?
I'll have to see who wants to try that with me.
Wait, what?
After unlocking the talent Impetuous Flow, the time required for fully charging Faruzan's next shot will be reduced, and the arrow will reduce the target enemy's animo resistance. In her elemental burst, she deploys a dazzling
Four-star animo
polyhedron and
shred?
releases a whirlwind pulse.
Is the only
Throughout its
the
duration,
second source of
the
animo
dazzling
shred in this game?
polyhedron will continuously move along a triangular path. Once it reaches
Oh.
each corner of that triangular path, it will unleash one more whirlwind pulse.
Is that a D20?
Yeah, 1 minute she's here, the next she's polygon for 100 years.
Oh my god.
Bada boom!
No. Even Sino's jokes are funnier than that.
It was pretty
All
funny.
right. Anyway, let's hear what
God
effects
damn it.
these whirlwind
I can
pulses
eat though.
have.
Sure. When the whirlwind pulse hits opponents, it will decrease their animo resistance. It will also apply an animo damage buff
Oh, it's
effect
your boy.
to all nearby party
If
members
it's your
when
boy.
it's unleashed. Travelers should note that the effective range of this buff is quite large, and it's not just within the whirlwind pulse itself, so there's no need to go chasing the
So her,
polyhedron.
wait, if you use her with shell teams, just give her
After
like
unlocking her talent,
Fav?
Lost Wisdom of the Seven Caverns, when a
Sack?
team member uses normal charge or plunging attacks, elemental skills, or elemental bursts to deal animo damage to an enemy, the damage will increase based on Faruzan's base attack. This effect can only be triggered once for a certain duration of time.
Oh, so it seems she'll be the solid support.
Yeah.
Totally! And as a researcher of mechanics and puzzles, Faruzan has taken it upon herself to explore many ruins, with her travels taking her all across Sumeru. Her exploration
bonus
talent
expedition.
reflects this, and she gains more rewards
Nice,
when
nice.
dispatched on a
Momora.
Sumeru expedition for 20 hours.
I'm sure no other mentor in her avatar has 100 years of experience in solving puzzles.
Yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty hard to beat. So, the big question is, when can travelers expect to get these new characters?
That is a good question. Let's talk
Oh,
about the
drop the
upcoming
banner.
event wishes. In the early part of version 3.3,
Okay.
the Wanderer and Arataki Ito will be available
Wait, who's
via
the
their
rest?
own event wishes.
Where's the rest?
Faruzan will also be making her debut in these event wishes. In the
Please be
later
like
part of version 3.3, we'll
Goro
be seeing rerun event
and
wishes
Cookie.
for both the Raiden Shogun and Kamisato
I wouldn't mind
Ayato.
more Goro and
And
cookies.
last but not least, the new 5-star catalyst, Tule Tula's Remembrance, will be
Tule
appearing
Tula.
in a new weapon event wish.
And that's not all. In version 3.3, 2 brand new artifact series will become available. So travelers should be sure to check out the corresponding domain.
Woo! More artifacts!
All right.
I hope travelers will have fun
Animal,
experimenting and trying new
EM.
combinations with these.
What the fuck is the bottom one?
We've already talked about a ton of new content, so why don't we take a
Dendro?
quick break with another redemption
New
code?
Sounds good. Roll out the code.
Dendro trigger? That's gonna be like... Oh no, that's gonna be the set to put on EM Raiden. Ito Heizo even? Dude, my friendship team is gonna look so weird. What the hell? Wait.
Welcome back to the
Nahida,
version 3.3 special
Dory.
program. Okay, Patrick, what do we have next?
Wonder
So next,
of
we'll be covering
Tarzan.
the upcoming
What
events
the
for the new
fuck?
version.
That's right. We've already mentioned the Test of Courage event, and I'm sure plenty of you were wondering about that, so let's
I
start
like that
there.
Queen.
Aha! You must be here to participate in the test of
Oh, yeah.
courage.
We're getting
I
some
already see a dark
spooky
aura surrounding
event.
the two of you. If you carelessly go running
Bit
into
late
the
for
event,
Halloween, but
all it'll take is one little misstep, and the darkness
getting some
will
spooky
swallow
shit,
you
dude.
up.
what the fuck?
Some strange and unusual things may occur along the way. If you ever feel you can't handle it,
How is it not a
you may
Hutauri
withdraw
Red
from
Man?
the event at any time.
It is.
This is your last chance.
Wait, what the fuck with the
I'll count it
eyes?
down. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the test of courage. Enter at your own risk.
Spooky.
That was pretty interesting.
Oh! Wait, new sword? Wait, the sword's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is a test of courage, so I'm sure there'll be some scary stuff
it?
going on there.
What is a sword?
ain't
It's not
scared.
Claymore.
Anyway, to successfully clear this event, we'll be facing a series of little tests.
Ooh, what's this? Tests, you say?
Yes, that's right. Word has it that if you walk around the test of courage, you might
Oh,
find
this is
yourself
new music.
encountering a special sort of game. We've already got the rules
Yeah, this is
down,
definitely
so I'll
new
do
music.
a quick introduction. Basically, travelers will have to control a bouncing bar to bounce a ball and use skill ball effects to break as many bricks as
Wait,
possible.
this
Okay,
looks so
I'm liking this
stupid.
one.
I love
Seems
it.
pretty straightforward.
During the game, travelers will be able to trigger elemental reactions to
Bruh.
break bricks more effectively.
Nice. It
Oh my
even has
god,
elemental
Ayaka running
reactions.
animation.
Yeah,
Forbidden
we
knowledge.
can control the character to move the bar.
Ben, I see that
When the
every-
character we're
every week.
using is either pyro, hydro, cryo, or electro, the corresponding
if you
element
go
will be
to
applied to the
Abyss,
bar.
Oh,
By
and
switching
screen
characters, you can
before the
change
thing
the
starts.
element of the bar.
Okay, all the pieces are falling in place
That's your first
now.
mistake. I
The
don't play
bar
Abyss.
can infuse a certain element, and the blocks also have
Yeah,
their
you're missing
own
out on the
element.
forbidden
So
knowledge
causing
according
a
to you.
single
missing out
ball of
on,
one element to hit blocks of different
Primos
elements will trigger elemental
for the past 2
reactions.
years.
There, how'd I do?
Yep, you nailed it.
Wait, it gets
The
OP.
bar will add the element corresponding to your character. Besides triggering reactions the way you just mentioned,
Wait, your
if the skill ball
character?
is already infused by an
You get to
element and it
freeze?
hits the bar, it will also trigger a reaction, causing
Oh
the
my
skill
god, this
ball
is
to have
way
some
too
additional
dank.
effects. When preparing your team, you can equip modifiers to receive various buff effects, which will help you successfully clear the challenge.
Oh, nice.
Also, when there are less than a certain amount of bricks on the board, and the ball lands another hit, the bar will unleash fireworks.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah. Travelers can utilize this effect to break some bricks that would normally be difficult to hit directly.
Yet another
like
game mode to
a
add to the
bonus
list of.
attack.
This should be
Yeah.
permanent game modes.
So, travelers will need to select characters of the right
Ben, I can
element,
hear you really
equip
too
the
loud.
appropriate modifiers,
Oh.
and use different elemental
about it, don't
reactions
worry
to
about it.
break bricks and score more points.
And then travelers will be able to use their points to exchange for rewards in the event shop, correct?
That's right. Also, travelers will have the option of teaming up and playing the event together in co-op mode.
Oh, looks like
Oh,
a lot
no.
of fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, in addition to this minigame, the Test of Courage storyline will also contain more challenges. Travelers will even have a chance to meet with some good friends again, so be sure to check out this new event. All right, let's move on to our next event.
Okay, so next up, we have a race event called Across the Wilderness. Your objective, collecting balloons.
Ooh.
I don't know. Seems like the Wanderer's abilities might come in real handy
Wait,
here.
pay to win?
I know, right?
Wait, how do we
So,
do it?
in this
We don't have
event,
a
each stage
one
will have
set we run,
wilderness
right?
balloons scattered all around. Travelers will need to
no.
find as many wilderness
the
balloons as
fuck?
possible within the time limit
I
to
think
earn
it's the
increasingly
first,
better
right?
rewards.
When they have a monster
So
event.
during the challenge,
Like, without it being,
travelers
like,
will be
loading
able
up
to
past them or
utilize their
something?
character's skills and
Yeah,
talents.
without the monster
so
character.
I mean,
it'll be important to assemble
honestly,
the right
they probably
team
have,
depending on
like-
the traits and terrain of the challenge area.
With the way like
Oh, interesting.
dev
Yeah,
works,
so travelers can also use something called the
Wait a bit.
wilderness compass.
they
to
probably
obtain
have like
various buffs,
10 to
which
15
include
game
enhanced
modes
jumping
concepted, right?
capabilities, increased
And then
movement
they
speed,
refine
or
like 4 or
movement
5 for the actual event.
etc.
Ooh, cool.
However, you can
I wouldn't be
only
surprised
claim
if this
one
was like
buff during
concepted
each challenge.
a while ago.
You must consume
You know?
blessed energy to use the compass and gain the selected buff. You may charge the compass up by finding wilderness balloons or interacting with blessed energy in the challenge. Or you can always wait for the compass to passively charge over time.
Yo, this event looks pretty crazy. It's almost like watching parkour.
Yeah, there are two different kinds of wilderness
Lock
balloons
the
in these
Venti
challenges. The first
and the
is
Wanderer.
harvest balloons, which will increase the overall
the fly
progress
everywhere.
of your search for wilderness balloons. The other kind is sonar
Oh, those balloons only popped after
which
you collected
will
the
cause
first one.
several harvest balloons to appear around you for a set amount of time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So there will be 5 stages available for this event, and travelers will need to consider
Holy
the conditions
shit,
and
dude.
terrain of each stage to come up with the best way to complete it.
nope,
Also,
nope.
travelers
miss
may
so
team
many
up in
balloons.
co-op mode for challenges.
Ooh,
I
more
hope
chances
it's not
to
a thing
play
where you have to like
together. I love
have
it.
to 100%
Yeah,
it.
same. Okay, let's move on to our next event.
Everyone's favorite game of hide and seek is back with the Wind Trace
Oh
event.
no.
And of course, this is going to be another co-op event, and I for one am super
This
excited
is
for
poggers.
it.
This right here.
Nothing like a good
this is
co-op.
poggers.
Many of you might already be familiar with this event by now, but there have been a few changes. Let me introduce what travelers can expect to see.
Okay, well, what are
this
changes?
time
What are
around.
changes?
We can probably skip some of the basics this time. You know, players either hide or seek. And then...
Okay, wait a second. There actually might be some new travelers out there who've never seen this event before.
Ah.
So why don't you start with some of the basics?
Right, good point. Okay, let's start at the beginning then. This is a game with a
Oh, no,
long
is it the
history
same
in
maps?
Mondstadt. Travelers
No,
will be
give us
split
new
into two
maps.
different
Come
sides,
on.
the rebels and the hunter. You will need to use skills and master the art of hiding or chasing down others to win this event. The goal of the hunter
No,
is
we
to
still have all
capture
them
the
waterfall
rebels, while the
spots from
rebels
last time.
run or use other means to keep
Oh,
themselves
no.
from getting caught by the hunter.
Okay, that's straightforward enough. So what else you got for us?
Well, some travelers may remember playing as the rebels and getting caught early in the game. Once that would happen, all you could do was spectate and watch the rest as the others continue
Oh,
playing.
wait, can you sabotage?
But this time around,
Oh?
once you're caught, you'll still be able to participate in the match.
Oh, you get to
even in
sabotage?
observer mode.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Once you're in observer mode, you can't be seen by other players and will receive the illusory beacon skill. This skill will allow you to place a
Get the
random
fuck
beacon
with
to
the
confuse the hunter.
Seeker.
If your beacon successfully tricks the hunter and is
Yeah, that's good.
destroyed,
This is a good change.
then the hunter will suffer an
Because you felt like you were just
obscure
AFKing for like 4
So
minutes.
even after you've been
If you got
captured,
caught.
you can be like a little ghost trying to help your teammates by disrupting the hunter. That's pretty fun.
Or you can sabotage your
And at
teammates
least
by
you won't have
dropping
to
a whole
sit
bunch
there
of
and
shit around
watch
them.
the rest of the match anymore.
Exactly.
no.
But what does the hunter get this time?
Oh
I mean, we
no,
gotta
just
keep
gonna
it fair.
time to
Some
grief
new
people.
windward arts have been added for both the hunter and the rebels. The hunter will now be able to use the hunter's net. This net can be thrown and will remove any rebel disguises within its range, and will notify the hunter that a rebel was detected. If a beacon is caught in the net, it'll be destroyed and the hunter will not suffer from obscured vision.
Nice. So I guess if you
Hmm.
love playing Hunter, you'll probably love this.
Oh yeah, you definitely should. The skill rebels used in previous versions of the game to place beacons can now only be used by players in observer mode. However, the rebels will be able to use an all-new concealing beacon skill. This skill will allow you to deploy a beacon for a set duration and remain invisible while you're around that beacon. All players, including your rebel teammates, will be unable to see you while you're invisible. If the concealing beacon is destroyed by the hunter, then the hunter will have their vision obscured for a short time. Sounds pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even
Wait,
if
you
you
just
end up being
chain invis
captured by the
them.
hunter at the start of the game, you'll still be able to participate and assist your teammates. And did I mention Primo Gems and other rewards? The good stuff. So be sure to check it out.
Oh, that's awesome. Seriously, I can't wait to play with friends. Okay, our next event is a combat-based event.
Time for some combat!
Whoop, whoop.
In a forbidden place warded by dust and sand, mysterious foes
Misty
have
Dungeon
assembled
again.
lines of fortifications to stop your coming.
Ooh.
Misty Dungeon.
That's right, a new edition of Misty Dungeon will arrive in
I think that was
version
the one about the
3.3.
trial characters.
Sweet.
But this time around, there will be a total of 7 trials with different themes awaiting you in the Misty Dungeon. Each has a different leyline disorder, and travelers will have to
it is
adjust
the
their
trial
teams
one.
according to the disorder's effects and the distribution of enemies. There will also be trial characters for you to select from as well. After entering the domain, travelers will need to go and complete 3 challenges to collect ancient runes. After collecting power from 3 ancient runes, we can power up the control array and proceed to the final challenge. Also, throughout
Right
the
here,
trial,
right now.
additional benediction mechanisms and challenges will appear. Travelers may choose to interact with these to increase the leyline disorder's effects or revive and heal your team.
You know, if it were up to me, I'd say just go for all the challenges.
I know, but travelers should keep in mind that the challenge objective for each trial might be different, so be sure to check the objective and aim for that while proceeding. In terms of rewards, travelers can look forward to winning Primo Gems and other various prizes. Yes.
Ooh, I like prizes.
And last but not least, version 3.3 will also have leyline overflow events. Travelers can look forward to saving their resin and earning more Mora and experience books.
Nice, that's awesome. That'll be great for all the travelers out there still leveling up all their new characters. And
yeah,
even
we're
if you
gonna
don't
need that.
those resources now, it's always good to stock up and have more on hand, am I right?
Yeah.
So many new
travelers
Sumeru
looking
characters
to
to
upgrade
level.
their characters won't want to miss this.
Yeah, I mean, this is all good stuff.
In addition to the new version's limited time events, version 3.3 will also be adding a new permanent game mode called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG!
But before we get into that, let's take another quick break and enjoy a redemption code!
Heck
Yay!
Slap that code on the screen!
Okay, we should be ending pretty soon then. This is the last code already. Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, why are you playing cards?
Oh right, 3.3, right? Which means the final thing will be TCG after this. The final announcement. Because TCG is dispatch. Yeah.
Welcome back,
Final
everyone.
announcement.
During our journey into VAT, we've
Permanent
stumbled across
gameplay
several
mode.
NPCs
Let's
talking about a
go.
game called Genius Invocation TCG. So next, we'll introduce this card game that's been taking to VAT by storm. In the version 3.1 special program, we already revealed that Genius Invocation TCG will be a card game where we can challenge various characters and NPCs or battle against your friends. But there is actually a legend behind this game. It is said that a young guy in Sumeru found an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opened it and discovered that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King had been captured inside.
What a name.
It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes.
Ouch, game over.
After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks to becoming a legendary TCG player.
Nice. Hang on, is it just me, or does that kind of sound like the plot to a light novel or something?
You're right. It turns out that Yai Publishing House is about to release a hit light novel series based on Genius Invocation TCG.
Okay, now this is starting to sound like a plug for Yai Publishing House.
Maybe. But anyway, that's the legend on how Genius Invocation TCG came to be. Though it's probably just a story they came up with for marketing the game.
So while you were telling us about the story, I was over here researching the rules to the game. Basically, Genius Invocation TCG is a game where you use a constructed deck of cards to duel against an opponent. The objective is to defeat all of your opponent's character cards.
That's right.
Also, there are many features and mechanics in the game that resonate with Genshin Impact's gameplay, so it shouldn't be too hard for players to get the hang of.
Right, I even saw some elemental reactions in the gameplay.
This looks like
A
PvE.
constructed deck must contain character cards, and as you might expect,
I don't have to
these
unlock
character
cards
cards have a
through
normal attack, an
fighting
elemental
AI.
skill, and an elemental burst. So when a character card deals elemental damage to an enemy, it will cause them to be affected by that element. Then, you can switch to a character card of a different element and use their abilities to trigger an elemental reaction.
Wait, did you guys notice that there are even monster character cards? Can we even make a deck of, like, just the monsters from the game?
You're really getting into this, Max.
Heck yeah, I am! I like card games!
Who doesn't?
So in Genius Invocation TCG, all actions
D4s?
require you to spend
No,
elemental
D8s.
dice. Each round, both you and your opponent will roll 8 elemental dice. Each of these elemental dice can have any one of 8 elemental attributes.
Hold on, but there's only 7 elements in the world of Tavella.
Physical?
You're right. So in addition to the 7 standard elements, there's also one called the Omni element.
Yeah,
The elemental
physical.
dice required for a character card to perform an action correspond to the character's element. So, for example, a Pyro character like D-Luke needs either Pyro or Omni elemental dice to perform an action. Clear
Oh, it's
now?
energy.
Yep, crystal clear.
Also, elemental dice can be used to switch characters or play a variety of other cards, such as equipment cards, event cards, and support cards. All these cards create
think that's the
potential
point.
for a variety of strategies.
Right. While playing Genius Invocation TCG,
You copy the most
travelers can
recognizable
earn player experience,
and
which
the
will
most
increase your
played
player level.
card game.
As your level increases, you'll be able to
I
challenge
mean,
more
we already knew
characters
it's gonna be
and
Yu-Gi-Oh!
NPCs. By completing
The whole
challenges,
like
you may
Sumeru
earn lucky
Desert
coins,
is basically
new cards,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
or other rewards.
All the
Lucky
characters.
coins can be exchanged in the event shop for cards, or can even unlock dynamic
Oh.
skins for certain cards.
Dynamic skins? Those are cards that have moving illustrations, right?
That's right. All character cards can unlock a dynamic skin. After
Holy shit,
unlocking
dude.
that, there'll
It's a
even
good
be
day
a
to be
cool
a
bonus
Genshin
animation
enjoyer.
whenever you cast that character's elemental burst.
Cool.
And if you're confident in your TCG
This
skills,
looks like
you can also
actually
invite a
hella
friend to duel.
complicated.
After reaching a high enough player level, you'll even unlock a matchmaking mode. So be sure to give it a try.
High
Travelers
enough
should
level
note
means
that
probably
playing against your
they want you
friends
to
or other
unlock all
travelers
the cards
won't
first.
count towards any leaderboards or provide any rewards. So you can relax. It's all just for fun. Okay, that's everything we
For
have
fun.
for Genius Invocation
every single
TCG,
Genshin-
and
Genshin
that brings
content
us to the end
creator
of today's special
creates like
program.
a 30.
So, what did you think?
Why does it have to be over? There's so much that this version has to offer.
Yeah, I can't even take it all in right now. I'm just super stoked to be part of this. I think I just gained some Kuguryoku points just doing this whole thing, so.
Man, the new characters look cool.
Why nay?
I know, what about
Stop.
Scaramouche hovering? Like, that's
I
insane.
know, that's awesome.
That's super dope.
That's awesome. And I cannot wait to play in some of these events and mini games. I'm super excited. This was so fun. I'm really
Oh,
glad that
man.
we got to do the special
it-
program together.
I'm so happy I got
So
to
many
come back for
events?
another special program.
And then-
This is my 3rd time being on one of these, and I can't wait for
Ito.
number 4. I'm counting.
I'm so happy. This is my first one, so thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yes.
Doesn't it
Scar
feel
must be
good?
here
Feel
since
special?
1.1.
Do you feel special?
I really do. Thank you.
Well, I think this is the end of our special program. So I hope everyone enjoyed it, and we'll see you in game. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.
That's the fucking cutout. Okay, D. Okay. Oh. Okay, and we already tweeted the primo gem codes. Right. You were saying earlier about something. Switch back to gaming scene.
You mean for Zana or whatever?
Yeah, Farzan.
She trash. Like, wait, is she streaming or not?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I can't say on stream.
It's fine.
Okay,
It's
okay,
just more characters to play, you know, it's fine.
okay, I might just say it, right?
Mm.
Doing her beta test shit, she was like happy as fuck. Like, easy burst cooldown, elemental set for free, DPS like crazy. Slowly and slowly, right, they just cutted her.
Yeah, because you're too strong for 4-star.
Yeah, but she can't even support properly now. Her energy, right, for it to burst is like 80, which is one of the highest for support. Requires 80 energy, and she only can get, like, her abilities can only get her energy every 5.5 seconds. Like energy particles. So she needs like a battery to battery her. What kind of support needs a battery, bro?
I mean, I think they are super scared of, you know, having too many res shreds. I think they just want to be purely a res shredder.
The problem is she can't wear shred consistently. That's the issue. With the amount of energy she requires and the amount of energy she can get back. That's, if they fix that, then she'll be fine again. Like Xiao Ming, they were like talking about it on the subreddit. They just going back to Zhongli, bro. Zhongli can at least provide 100% uptime on any bush shred.
Okay. So end the thing. You can ping Malcolm?
Yep.
Do you mind pinging him, man?
Oh, okay.
I think I have to restart my PC. I think something is wrong with my Chrome. Something crashed earlier. I have no idea what. Something task list. Anyway,